All right, so in the name of healing, I brought to you this really special clip, and this is Oprah Winfrey, and Oprah Winfrey is talking about healing. This is a little bit heavy. I'm going to play this to you with a bit of a trigger warning. Oprah does talk about being molested. Tonight, I'm taking a first-person journalism class, and I'm actively covering some very intense topics, and in doing so, I read a lot of beautiful work on first-generation Americans and trauma, and also how do people report on these things and are also honest, and what's the purpose of me talking about being a survivor as well. It's to put these things into context, that I'm not arbitrarily bringing up abuse just because it's a hot topic in politics. I'm bringing this up because it's a journey that I've been healing from. It's a healing journey that I began at the age of 14. I've been on this journey 15 out of the 29 years of my life. Oprah Winfrey has always been by my side. It was during her last season on the Oprah Winfrey Show, the Tyler Perry Show, where the male survivors got together. That's when I really started healing from my own experience of sexual abuse, because I was abused by a male family member, and that was really difficult because I also knew the context of his abuse in the past. So this clip, I'm just going to transition over. This clip is called It Really Wasn't My Fault. It's by Oprah Winfrey. In the name of healing, I evoke the strength for you guys to enjoy this clip and watch this clip with me, because it's really important. And it's called It Really Wasn't My Fault. So enjoy this clip.
From the time I was 9, I was raped, and every time I have an opportunity to sit down with people who've either been molested or, in my case, the greatest education has come from talking to men who actually molest, I understand more about it. Every child who is neglected becomes a possible victim for somebody who is preying on children, because that is what they're looking for. They are looking for the sad child, for the lonely child, for the child who is seeking attention and love in places where they can't get it. And that was me. And the person who is preying on children, that's what they do. They are masterful at spotting those children. And now, I tell you, it's interesting. I actually have been healed by listening to other men, listening to stories of how other men have done this. It was on my show, and I was probably 44, 46, that I actually got freed. Now, I talked about it for years before that, but it wasn't until I heard a molester talk about their procedure for luring. How do you do it? And how do you do it? This is how I did it. That I realized, oh, it really wasn't my fault. It really wasn't my fault. My 9-year-old self is no match. My 9-year-old self is no match for a 40-year-old who's already decided, I'm gonna get you. And that's why when I hear about Penn State, when I hear about Sandusky, when Bob Costas interviewed Sandusky, what I really wanted to do was to sit down with Sandusky and to say, you know, as human being to human being, I am begging you to come forward, tell the truth, admit your problem, save these boys. Don't put them through the fact that you didn't do it. I mean, the worst thing is for somebody to do it and then say they didn't do it.
All right, so that was a special called Makers. This is a really profound. I'm just gonna talk with this little PNP in the background, because I really just want to just pause. When breathing is taught as an exercise and also as a meditation, luckily if you connect with someone in the Western realm who's also connected in a holistic manner, they really encourage you to pause. So that video was really intense. Oprah Winfrey saying it really wasn't my fault. It really wasn't my fault. This is the next part of my own. This message right here is something that I really just want to like hone in, anchor, feel, just like bathe myself in, because it's really profound. And a lot of the process of being a child, I've talked about this in the Bikers Against Child Abuse clip, when they come and they support children to go into court. The process when you're younger is very punitive, but there's also a process that happens after that has to be nurtured throughout your lifetime. And Oprah talks about going through this moment at the age of 43, which is really incredible. So I think there's hope for many of us, all of us. And it was through her show that I got that perspective. It was through her show I began to heal when I saw Tyler Perry's perspective, when I saw the men's perspective. And also, as she said something so profound. She's like, the way that predators pick out that sad and lonely child, and also any child who has been neglected, is also really is a subject of being perpetrated against. So that's really important. That's a message that I'm trying to bring, and I'm also having the courage to say that I'm also going through it in my own life, because there are many ways that I still ask myself, how could it be prevented? And that also contributes to the cycle of post-traumatic stress disorder, because you're saying to yourself, I recognize someone doing some predatory behavior. How can I navigate around this, avoid this? It's you're always playing a game. You're always hyper vigilant. And then Oprah comes with this beautiful message saying that it really wasn't my fault. So I think I thank you guys for watching that with me and enjoying that with me. In the name of healing, arts, and diversity, that's just so incredible. And